Well, hello everyone. This is Charles Kemp, Mayor of Fairmont, and I want to welcome you back to my home. This is my study. This is where I brought you the message from 2 weeks ago about my past educational and public service career. And as I promised, I would be having 7 additional videos over the next 2.5 months leading up to the November 4th election. All of them from here on out will be on topics or issues regarding the town and our community. And I'm so proud that you've chosen to watch my video. This is one of the ways that we can reach people, technology, and I'm glad that this is available to me so I can reach you. Today's topic is bringing us together. I believe in this topic. I believe in what it means, because in our town, as in many towns, one of the things that people enjoy doing is getting out of their homes, their apartments, and coming together in various events, parades, picnics, Christmas activities, things like that. And Fairmont is exceptional for a town of about 2,400 people. Fairmont is exceptional in that we have a lot of events that bring people together. So my plan today is to share with you in a chronological way some of the events that have been held and are still being held in our town, some of which I had nothing to do with starting, and others I was the instigator, if you want to call it that. I was the inventor or the creator of the event, and I'm proud of that. And I want to share those with you. We might as well start with the Big Daddy, the King Daddy, the Farmers Festival. Farmers Festival started in 1950 by the Fairmont Civitan Club, and unfortunately for me, I've never found out the actual reason that they stopped in 1960. They lasted for 10 years, and I've never bothered to ask, while any of the original Civitans were living, why they ended. My guess is, and this is only a guess, my guess is I think it was such a big event and took so much out of these men that they just got tired of doing it. But regardless, in 1955, just to give you an idea how big these events became, there was 35,000 people estimated spectators in this town, for a town of about 2,000 people then. That's incredible. People on the tops of the buildings, 180 unit parade, 40 bands. The governor was here. I mean, big deal. And Fairmont has always honored the farmers, and that's what the Farmers Festival was all about. Well, they died out in 1960. In 1975, my dear friend, the late Linwood Rich, and I started a parade back to try and reinvigorate the festival. And in 76, 75 and 76, we did that. Had a little over 100 unit parade both times. Nothing else, just the parade. And that didn't kind of work out because Linwood had other things to do. He was involved in running a furniture store, and I was in school and teaching and recreation. So we just didn't have the time. So in 1986, Robeson County, having their bicentennial, asked each town in Robeson County if they would do something to honor the bicentennial. And we chose to reinvent the Farmers Festival. And that lasted, and is still lasting, since 1986. Next year will be, if you add them all up, the Farmers Festival original, the two that Linwood and I did, and since 86, we will be dealing with number 51 because we had to shut it down for COVID. That's a big event. That's the signature event for the town of Fairmont. Now, there are other events, and I want to share them with you. Let's start off with a program that I consider to be my most heartwarming and the one that I care the most about. In 2003, Fire Chief James Thompson and I went to the town manager, and she agreed with us that it was an event that could be handled. And so we started Santa Visits the Kids. Simply, parents bring gifts wrapped and tell us what time they want them delivered on Christmas Eve. And we get Santa Claus, yeah, that's right, we get Santa Claus to ride the fire truck, and we take the gifts back. And personally, Santa Claus gives them to the child in their living room, their carport, their driveway, It's one of the most heartwarming things I think I've ever witnessed, and I'm so proud to be a part of that, uh, to be able to start that and have that going on. Uh, One of the other things that's important is our senior citizens. The people that helped build this town need to be thanked, need to be awarded and honored. And so in 2006, before the Heritage Center, I put together a group called Seniors in Touch. And out of that came the monthly bingo games, in which we played in the fire hall and then now the Heritage Center. Uh, we have people that prepare lunches, light hors d'oeuvres, sometimes heavy hors d'oeuvres. And we averaged starting out about 40 to 50, and now we're averaging about 50 to 60. They play bingo for 2 hours. They win gifts. Uh, we have food. We take them on trips. We've been to Northwood Temple, the Carolina Civic Center for the Christmas show, Pirates Adventure, Britt Park. We give the seniors all they can handle in terms of extracurricular activities, and we're real proud of that. Another thing that's important is the Martin Luther King event. Dr. Martin Luther King, uh, I could go into a whole historical connection with his death when I was in college, but I won't do that today. Take too much time. But one of the things that we need to do is honor people like Dr. King. And so after I was elected mayor in 2005, I came home from the fire hall where they counted the votes. And the first thing I did was pick up the phone and call my dear friend, Ms. Annie Durant. And I asked Ms. Durant to start planning the first town sponsored Martin Luther King event, which she did. We held it at Rosenwald Elementary School. We've been holding them ever since. They're wonderful events. Now, since 2021, I've had to stop the violence. Uh, the organization that does so many wonderful things around town, I had them plan and prepare it, and they've done a wonderful job with that. Another group that needs to be honored and thought of, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Our veterans and those who did not make it back from serving in our military. Since 2006, we've always had the town sponsored a Memorial Day program and a Veterans Day program, and they're fine and they're exceptional, and we're real proud of that. And I'm glad to be a part of that in the planning of that. Uh, in 1982, Linwood Rich, the president of the Chamber of Commerce at that time, came to me and said, Charles, I'd like for you to put together a Christmas parade because I know you do parades at the high school and all that. And I said, fine, no problem. So I put together a 110 unit parade, and we had a parade on Wednesday afternoon in 1982, the first one and only one during the daytime in the history of Fairmont, down Main Street. People were throwing candy out, hitting the tin and the metal awnings on the front of the stores, and it sounded like machine guns going off. And then it stopped. And again, it was probably because Linwood was wrapped up in a lot of stuff. I love him to death. I love his memory. He's a dear friend of mine, but he was just busy. And I was tied up trying to teach school, recreation program, and then it died out. I was elected mayor in 2005, and I said, this has got to stop. We've got to do better than this. So I assembled a group of former students and Kelly Johnson, the president of the Chamber of Commerce at that time, and I proposed to them this idea. We will have a Christmas parade the first Friday in December. The night before, that's right, I said night, the night before Marietta's Christmas parade in the daytime. Check with Justin Oliver, the mayor of Marietta, no problem. Ours is different than every other parade in Robeson County. Lumberton's the biggest and oldest. St. Paul's, Red Springs, Roland, they have their parades. Pembroke, but ours is the only one at night. And with all the lights on all the vehicles, it's absolutely stunning. Then afterwards, we go into the community building and we have entertainment. The Long Branch Choir, the Rosenwald Choir, some soloists. It's a beautiful, beautiful event. We call it Holiday on Main. Those are just a few of the events that I helped organize at one time or another. But then again, you come to this situation. How are you going to thank the people that have given their time, their work, their efforts? You can't let a man or a woman give you $1,000 donation for a mural Called bingo every Saturday for 12 months. Cook and prepare hot dogs and hamburgers. Serve on a committee religiously and not thank them publicly. So I started a group or activity called Pride in Fairmont. And once a year, in and around February the 14th, somewhere around Valentine's Day, I have an event in the Heritage Center where I bring all the citizens who've done anything to help us the year before. It averages about 150 people. And I bring them to the Heritage Center, and we have light refreshments and a video showing all the great things that happened the year before on screen, a couple of soloists singing, and then I give out certificates. And those who do not come, I give them theirs by email or in person the next day. I call that Pride in Fairmont. We also have the May Day event that was started by Fairmont Town Commissioner in 2014. And Lisa Williams, my dear friend who owns, with her husband, a farm called the Road Less Traveled Farm out in the country at Centerville Baptist Church, we started fabulous Christmas craft fair. And this coming December will be the third one that we've had. 20 vendors inside the Heritage Center. It's a beautiful thing. All kinds of different activities for sale. Can't leave out Halloween. Used to be it was a safe community. All communities used to be safe. People walked around trick-or-treating. Now we decided to do it a little different. We take the parking lot at the town hall. Now we've changed that location to the area, grassy area up by FF Palace. We line up cars, open the trunks, cars come by, and we fill their cars up with candy. And then the parents go and make an appointment with the dentist to get their cavities filled because we give them a ton of candy. Mickey Williamson, amazing guy. 5,000 eggs with candy in them laid out on the park grounds. About 20 minutes and they're all gone. We have a wonderful community Easter egg hunt. I'm sorry I forgot it. I forgot an event that I have to go back and pick up. I have to tell you this story because it's really funny. Mickey Williamson and I decided that we were going to take the burden off the people that used to go up to the middle school football field or baseball field or in their country road or out in their backyard and risk blowing their hands up and fingers off with fireworks. We were going to raise $500 in 2007, which we did, and get a garage band and have a July 4th event in the park. We were rocking and rolling. We were moving on down the line, as the Jeffersons say, until Linda Voss, our finance officer, told us we couldn't do that because it was a violation of a liability issue. Well, we walked around for 3 days with our lips stuck out, upset at Linda Voss because she rained on our parade. Finally, we realized we weren't going to get it done unless we did it the right way, so we raised $2,700, got a professional fireworks company, got a Michael Jackson impersonator, Val Humphrey from Lumberton, bluegrass band, and Kirk Nobles doing some powerlifting stuff, and we had the best July 4th event in this county. Thousands of people saw it, and it's been going strong ever since. I wanted to share that with you because I forgot it a while ago. Another thing that we do is community yard sales. If you can't go to the mountain, bring the mountain to you. So what we do is we bring the vendors to the town hall parking lot, and we line them up, and people come in, and we've done 2 of them. We're getting ready to do a 3rd one this spring. I saved the best till the last. I say that because I've worked on this for about 3 days now in preparation for this video. Fairmont has never had a decorated golf cart parade, but we're about to on September the 27th with the aid of our social promoter and my right arm, and keeps me straight, and who is standing behind the camera right now, Chrissy Andrews. We're going to put on a decorated golf cart cruise-in parade with food truck rodeo and craft village in the town hall parking lot and downtown parade leading up to the downtown town hall parking lot. It's going to be a magnificent day. More about that later. So, I hope I haven't been too wordy. I've tried my best to get through it without taking a lot of your extra time. There will be a link on an email that I will send you that you can hear this same video, but you can also read all the things I just talked about. I believe with all my heart that communities need to have wholesome, heartwarming events. And as long as I serve as mayor of this town, there will be. I'm asking you from my heart to give me the opportunity to serve you again and to continue to provide, with help, with volunteers, wonderful, harmonious, memorable events. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with another interesting topic, and hopefully you'll be here with me in my study to view along.